Gotta paint my nails, put my high heels on. It's Saturday and I won't be long till I hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. I got all I need. I ain't got cash, I ain't got cash. I got you, baby. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I don't need no money as long as I can feel the beat. I don't need no money as long as I keep dancing. I don't need no money as long as I can feel the beat. I don't need no money as long as I keep dancing. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I don't need no money as long as I can feel the beat. I don't need no money as long as I keep dancing. Fell in love with a girl, fell in love once and almost completely. She's in love with the world. Sometimes these feelings can be so misleading. She calls me, said, "Are you alright?" I said, "I must be fine, 'cause my heart's still beating." Come and kiss me by the riverside, yeah, but I said it's fine, don't consider it cheating now. Red hair with a girl, never go for flavor and the eyes for peeping. Can't keep away from the girl. Besides, I'm over, you need to have a meeting. Can't think of anything to do, yeah, my left brain knows that our love is fleeting. She's just looking for something new, yeah, I said I once before, but it bears repeating now. Can't think of anything to do, yeah, my left brain knows that our love is fleeting. She's just looking for something new, yeah, I said it once before, but it bears repeating now. Fell in love with a girl, fell in love once and almost completely. She's in love with the world. Sometimes these feelings can be so misleading. She turns and says, "Are you alright?" I said, "I must be fine, 'cause my heart's still beating." Come and kiss me by the riverside, yeah, but I said it's fine, don't consider it cheating now. Can't think of anything to do, yeah, my left brain knows that our love is fleeting. She's just looking for something new, yeah, I said it once before, but it bears repeating now. Hit it. Hello! Hello, everyone! I'm just tuning my guitar very quickly. Just to itself, you won't have to hear a little tuner. Hi, hello! Hello, Philip, and Ellie, and Rabbit, and Kendra, Junie, and Ozzy, and Sabrina, and Molly, and Zion, and Charlie, and Gabriel, and Odin.
Henry. Hello, Dune. Hello, Lyra. Oh, it's so lovely to see everyone. Oh, hi, hello. Okay, so my guitar is just not sounding right. I feel like I can't... Hello, Pat. There we go. Thank you so much, Henry. Do I have a banjo? No, I do not have a banjo, Molly. That is a good question. I believe that I should have a banjo legally, but apparently it is just not in the cards for me at the moment. I would love a banjo. Specifically, I would love a banjo-lele, which is a banjo and a ukulele combined together. That is truly, I think, the ideal instrument, because you get the sound of a banjo, but the fun of a ukulele. And to me, that sounds truly like the best. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm so sorry I didn't welcome you at the beginning. I'm realizing that I'm not used to getting up this early, to be honest. I don't know what time it is where you are in the human world, but here in the Mushroom Kingdom, it's a little bit early for me. So I hate to say it, I'm a little bit discombobulated. I tried so hard to be prepared for you today for my first show, and sometimes you work really hard and things still don't work out. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that you're bad. It means that you tried, and trying at all that's truly succeeding. I don't think that failures are really failures. Failures are just evidence that you had the courage to step out of your comfort zone. So I hope that's what you'll see my mistakes today as, instead of, glaring issues that you beat yourself up over for weeks, though I tend to do that too. But you gotta forgive yourself when you spiral. You can only control so much of your brain. Oh, it is early for you too, Molly and Zion. Thank you so much for coming out, even though it is apparently 9 a.m. where you are. Good morning to you. I am so happy to see you. For those of you who do not know, I am Yarrow Brambline Eldritch, but I normally go by my middle name, Brambline. I am what they call a slumberjack. I've been certified by the council. And a slumberjack is a banisher of bad dreams and booster of elf esteem. If you're ever wondering who talks up your teddy bear at night to make sure he fights away the boogeyman, that's me, the slumberjack, Brambline Eldritch, at your service. But when I am not fighting off nightmares, I do my best to bring joy and energy to people all over the world through music and stories. So today I'm going to be playing you a couple songs and maybe even teaching you something and showing you some of my fancy fairy friends during our dress-up party. Are you excited? Are you excited to go on an adventure with me through FAERIEDELPHIA? That's the name of the city that I live in the Mushroom Kingdom. Welcome, Rhiannon. Welcome, Sandra. goodness. This is Melissa, and sometimes she just doesn't stay tuned. I guess that's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's that B string. I shouldn't have gotten a string from the bees. You know, they are in fact bees and not instrumentalists. There we go. I'm sorry for the thing I said about the string, bees. You're very nice. I'll see you tomorrow at the meeting. We are settled. We are ready. We are tuned together. But there's one thing missing. We need a little magic. And in order to get this magic, it's kind of a complicated process. So I'm going to need your help. Here is what I need you to do. I'm going to need you to stand on your feet. I know you're at home, you're being comfy and cozy, but this is important. We have to raise enough magic in order for the portals to stay open, because otherwise my stream might cut out and I won't be able to reach you. It's so important that we keep up the magical energy throughout the entirety of this hour that I'm bringing music, fun, internet too. All right, are you ready? Is everybody ready? On your feet. You got to get on your feet. Okay, so here's what you do. Get on your feet and you scoot your butt back. And I have a guitar, so it's going to be a little bit complicated for me, but we're going to do this all together, okay? So there's this word, cubiando. Cubiando. And this word is a magical fairy word used to draw energy out of the earth. This is the energy we're going to use to power the stream, okay? To keep it going. So the word we're going to say is cubiando. All right, repeat after me. First, this is the first part of what we have to do. You got to learn this word. All right, so cubiando. Okay, say it after me. I'm going to say a syllable, then you say a syllable. Cu be on do. Then we're going to say it all together. Cubiando. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Are you ready? You're going to stretch out your hands. You're going to put some sparkles in your fingers. Got to get those sparkles in your fingers. The sparkles are incredibly important. Okay, so you're going to take your sparkle fingers and you're going to touch your toes. Now, I can't touch my toes all the way because then you won't see me, but I need you to touch your toes. You can hear my voice, all right? I'm going to touch your toes. And I'm going to need you to bring your sparkles from your feet all the way up to above your head. And I'm going to need you to yell, cubiando. Okay, we're going to do it all together. We're going to, as we're bringing it up to our legs, we're going to say coo, and then we get to our knees, it's going to be B. We get to our waist, it's going to be on, and then do. We throw it up to the sky. Okay, are you ready? All right. 3, 2, 1. Cubiando! All right. I think I feel it. I think we're ready. I can see you in the chat. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Rhiannon. Thank you, Deval? How do I say your name? We're ready. This song goes out to my good friend, Molly. Annabelle sat next to the train tracks. The sunset stared back as she swung her feet against the guardrail, her hair in pigtails. Every tall tale she told was in her teeth. Her mother said that fibbers were the devil's kin and kind. She wouldn't get anywhere by telling all those lies. Annabelle was happier when playing in her mind, so she lied, oh she lied. Annabelle sat next to the train tracks. The sky was so black you couldn't see the stars. Against the stoplight, neon bar signs, she knew it was time to find a new front yard. She packed her journals and her comb, a necklace made of shells. And her mother told her that her fate was doomed as well. But the devil's playground was better than standing still, said Annabelle, Annabelle. Annabelle sat next to the train tracks. The sky, the sun, and she looked back, but she felt no fear. She said a prayer. Home was nowhere. Home was somewhere, but it wasn't here. I have waited all my life to go out on my own. This place cannot contain me. I don't care if I'm alone. If I travel far enough, the road can feel like home, and so I go. My signature song. Well, I'll have to ask Kate if she's okay with that, considering it is one of hers. Though I am starting to write some of my own music, today I'm mostly just going to be playing songs that my friend Kate Nix wrote, or songs that you probably already know from the human world. For those of you who may have missed the intro, hi, my name is Brambline. I am a fairy, and I'm coming to you live all the way from the mushroom kingdom of FAERIEDELPHIA. I'm so excited that you got a chance to join me today, and please, if you are watching, type your name in the chat below wherever you see me so that I can say hi. However, if you are watching on Facebook and you saw this in a group, please make sure you're typing in the chat on the actual Facebook page and not in the chat box on the group where you might have found it. Thank you so much, Philip. So, the next song I'm going to play is a song about a time long ago and far, far away. Well, maybe not that far away from you. Far away from me, though, because I'm in another dimension, I think. I'm not exactly sure how the time-space stuff works between you and I, but I do know it's a long way away, which is why I am so happy that I can use your Kubiondo energy that you have generated for me before I sang that song to help propel my signal all the way into the mortal world. Thank you so much for helping me. And you can always use Kubiondo as a power word if you need energy in your own life. Say you're having trouble getting up out of bed, or having trouble finishing your schoolwork, or maybe sometimes your parents just get on your nerves. You can think to yourself or say out loud to yourself, Cubiando, and it'll bring you all the fairy spirit and fairy energy that you're feeling today. You open my songbook here. Oh, Jesse, I think you have me confused. I'm not Kate. I know we look a lot alike, and I can understand your confusion, but I am not, in fact, Kate Nix. I'm just really good friends with her. Some could say that we're related, but again, the bloodline stuff with fairies doesn't exactly work the same as human stuff. So I consider her kind of like my sister, but mostly she's just my human friend, and she's the one who helped me set up the stream that you're seeing today. But my name is Brambline Eldritch, and I'm a fairy coming to you from the fairy world. Though I know that could be confusing for people who can see someone who looks a lot like me and then think it is me. I get mistaken for people all the time. One time I got mistaken for Queen Titania, but that was because I stole her crown and robe and was sitting in her throne, and they were seeing me from behind, so maybe that's a different situation. Sometimes I get mistaken for Hollywood actress Fairuza Balk, or the singer Pink, or people's family members who I've never met, or Tinkerbell. I get mistaken for Tinkerbell a lot, which is weird because, like, she has blonde hair and I have green hair, and I feel like that's a pretty big difference. Also, I don't think Tinkerbell would be so extreme or hardcore as to shave the sides of her head. I think that's very cool of me, and I think that is a way that I would be different from Tinkerbell. So I don't really know why I get that one so much, but I do get mistaken for Kate a lot. So I understand why you might be confused, but it is nice to meet you. I also noticed on the screen that I'm watching myself on that you can't see my wings on camera. And I know that sometimes people say that if fairies don't have wings, then they're not really fairies. And first of all, that's prejudice. And second of all, I think it's just the type of camera that I'm using that you can't see them. It's like the magic is confusing it, because I can see them here, but I don't know. Well, no. Look at, oh, no. Well, maybe if I, oh, can you, what if I, maybe it's the guitar, if I, can you, is it, no. Dang, I tried. I don't know if it's a settings thing. And also, Rhiannon, she was not happy. No, she was not in a good mood. The queen did not like that I took her robe and her crown, or that I was sitting in her throne, considering that I shouldn't have even been in the throne room. But being a musician, I tend to be able to go to the castle sometimes to perform for the queen. And I thought that in order to properly design a set list for her, I needed to, walk a mile in her pointy shoes. But apparently she wasn't into it. She was actually extremely not into it, and it's why I'm not allowed to leave my house for the next 6 months. So it's really nice for me to be able to live stream to you, because I'm not having any fairy interaction at all, because I'm technically in prison. But it's not prison because we don't do prison here. But it's kind of like prison in that I'm not allowed to leave, and there's people watching me. But other than that, it's fine. Oh, you're stuck in your houses too? Oh no. Well, I'm even more glad and grateful that I'm able to get to you, because then there's like almost no chance I'd be able to meet otherwise. And what if we'd never met and we never became friends, and then you'd never given me the Kubiando energy to get my stream working, and then the stream wouldn't be working at all, and then what would that be like? Wow. Technology really is a savior. Oh. Yeah, you see it? So when I perform it, we'll talk after. Just look at it. Excuse me. Oh, Molly, that is so cool. What kind of rubber band bracelets? Meaning, because if you've learned to make rubber band bracelets, but you just are wearing a rubber band on your wrist, I don't know that that necessarily counts as making a bracelet so much as repurposing a rubber band. I'm assuming since you said making a rubber band bracelet, that it requires more steps. Because if it doesn't, I too have made rubber band bracelets. There must be some kind of way out of here, said the Joker to the thief. It's too much confusion, I can't get no relief. Businessman may drink my wine, plow and dig my earth. None of them along the line know what any of it's worth. No reason to get excited. The thief, he kindly spoke. There are many here among us who feel that life is but a joke. But you and I, we've been through all that. This is not our fate. Let us not talk falsely now. The hour is getting late. All along the watchtower, Princess kept the view. All the women came and they went, barefoot servants too. Outside in the cold distance, wild cats did growl. Two riders were approaching, the wind began to howl. Now howl with me. Let me hear it. Good howling, everybody. Gotta keep that Kubiando energy up so that way the stream works. So, if you are having a good time today, right now, with me at my party, please do me a huge favor and share the stream, especially if you're watching on Facebook. Well, here we call it Facebook, but here or there you call it Facebook. But if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you share the stream from my page so that more people can know about this place that I'm doing this stuff in, which is this in here. So if you are watching on Facebook, or if you have a Facebook profile, head over to Brambline.com or search Facebook for Brambline the Faerie and you'll find me. And then you should share this stream from there so that more people know about our party, and then more people come to the party, and then we get more Cubiano energy, so that way the stream can stay up for maybe even longer in the future. We'll see. Or I can do more than one a week. We'll see. Thank you, Holly, Molly, and Zion, for sharing on Facebook. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna tune the guitar again right quick. But I'm actually gonna mute the microphone so that way you don't have to hear the guitar being tuned. Whilst that's happening, perhaps you could look at the amazing, you know what, no, I'll keep it on, and no, I mean, we'll see. Well, I'll show you the dress-up party, and I'll tune my guitar at the same time. Thank you, everyone who shared their, where is it? Here it is. Dress-up outfits with me today. We have Molly as a knight unicorn. We have Zion as a French skeleton, I think. Kim is looking amazing in her bluebell pasture meadow. And Lyra makes a beautiful, I believe, druid or cleric perhaps, maybe a wizard. Either way, everybody looks beautiful. And all very fancy too. All right, all set. There we go. So, right now you're watching me live from the Mushroom Kingdom. Specifically, I'm broadcasting to you from my hometown of FAERIEDELPHIA. That's the center of the Mushroom Kingdom. It's kind of like the capital. And There are lots of other kingdoms that surround the Mushroom Kingdom, though. Specifically, the one where my friend Kate spends most of her time is in a place called Licorice Tree Land. And Licorice Tree Land is so beautiful. And she actually wrote a song about Licorice Tree Land for her friend who also hangs out there. And I wanted to play this song to you to tell you more about what it's like here in the fairy world. In the sight of fairy eyes, we look at the magenta skies. The sun sets just for us, for you and me. Can you see the clouds so pink here in our glass mosaic sink? They rain down just for us, for you and me, in our licorice tree. It's all for us, it's all just ours, as we wear crowns of sparkling flowers. It's all for us, for you and I. We can ride away on fireflies. Fireflies. Candy droplets kiss our skin in this lovely dream that we are in. They touch only us, just you and me. Can you see the glittering glade as we drink rainbow lemonade? Glitters just for us, for you and me, in our licorice tree. It's all for us, it's all just ours, as we wear crowns of sparkling flowers. It's all for us, for you and I. We can ride away on fireflies. I show you this realm anew. It was made just for me and you. It made it just for us, for you and me. I made our licorice tree. I probably should have mentioned at the beginning of the song that Kate's actually the founder of the Licorice Tree Land, but I didn't. I kind of let the song reveal that to you, which I feel like is fine. But, like, spoiler alert, Kate kind of owns Licorice Tree Land. Mostly because she's the one who found the licorice tree. And, like, put houses there and stuff. All wrong over here. Boop. Okay. So, what time is it? It's time to show your support by contributing to the tip jar. If you had seen me perform at a festival, maybe at the May Day Fairy Festival, or at a Summer Solstice Festival, or on Samhain when the veil is thin and all the realms come together, perhaps you have seen me perform at any of those places, and you would be walking past. I'll be you. You're walking. You play me. You play me. All right, hold on. You play me playing a song. So, like, go like this. You're, like, playing a song. All right, so you play me, and I play you. And in this scenario, also, you have a hat or a guitar case in front of you, and I have money in my hand. And I walk by. You're playing, and you're doing a great job, by the way. And you're playing, and I'm like, oh, what a great job you're doing. Here is the money that I put in the tip jar. or hat or case at your feet. So, congratulations. And then you would give me the nod like this. You go, you'd be playing, and then you go, thank you. You wouldn't say thank you out loud because you'd be playing a song. But if you were me, okay, I might have made this confusing because I'm playing you and you're playing. I think you understand what I'm trying to say, which is that this is a digital tip jar. You can go to tipafaerie.com, and there is the tip jar there for me and my friend Kate. She also uses that tip jar. All you gotta do is head over to tipafaerie.com and deposit a couple human money units into the internet hole. And then if you want to use the other, there's another one. I don't, if you want to use what's this? VENMO. VENMO. VENMO? That seems, if you want to use VENMO, then you can also VENMO me at tipafaerie. It's the same thing though. It's digital. It's another digital tip jar. So that is how I am busking, as it were. And for those of you who do not know what the word busking means, busking is exactly this. It's playing on, I'm not playing on the street because I am under house arrest. So I'm playing in my house, and you're at your house, and the street is the internet, and that link is the guitar case. Yeah, okay, I think I got it. Molly Winslow, the cat, is with Kate in the human world, and he's reasonably probably playing piano to get food, probably. That's what I would assume. You'd have to ask Kate, though. Maybe you can tweet at her? Oh. It's time. Here's how this gonna go. Okay, you say when Kalele. And then I say now Kalele. And then you say, no, wait a minute. I did this wrong. I got confused because you were being me and I was being you earlier. All right. I say when Kalele. And then you say now Kalele. That's how it goes. I say when Kalele. You say now Kalele. I say ukulele. You say ukulele. All right, so let's do it. When Kalele. Ukulele. Ukulele. All right, this is Marlena. This song This song is by my good friend Kermit. Bees, you put some something in my honey water. I knew it. You were trying to sabotage me with your string, and now you put something in my honey water and make me choke. Bees, go back to the mortal world where you're useful. Bees. Ugh. You know what you are? You're a bunch of beelies. That's bullies, but with B for the first syllable because you're bees. Bull bees? No, that's bad. No, you threw me off my... Come on. Just want to play... Listen, I know Kermit's not... Okay, Kermit's not my friend. He's just someone I want to be friends with. And you know, you gotta put that energy out into the world to make things happen. So I'm saying Kermit is my friend in hopes that Kermit will become my friend. Holly, good question. The frog in my throat, who is named Fred Croker Esquire, he is present, but tolerating it right now? We'll see. I only got a couple more songs to go, so he better get through it. There's so many songs about rainbows and what's on the other side. Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish be heard and answered, and wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? What do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. And have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I hear them calling my name. Are these the sweet sounds that call the young sailors? I think they're one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow lovers, the dreamers, and me. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Henry. Oh, and Duckman, sometimes it's okay to cry. Sometimes your body just needs it. And it's important to let yourself feel your feelings so that way you can move forward healthily. One of the things that I never want anyone to feel like when they're here with me in FAERIEDELPHIA is that they have to hide how they really feel in any given situation. I always want my friends, my fairy friends, my human friends, any of my friends, to be honest with themselves and with me about how they feel in any given moment. And sometimes you feel sad, and sometimes you feel angry, or depressed, or frustrated, or just upset. And it's important that we don't just tap those feelings down and shove them inside and lock them in a box. Because if you lock all your feelings down in that locked trunk inside of you, eventually one day those feelings are going to become so powerful that you won't be able to deny them. And then they're going to take over some stuff. And there won't be much you can do about it. But if in the moment you let yourself feel your big feelings, you let yourself be sad or scared, don't wallow in it, don't stay there forever, but just let yourself experience what you're experiencing. Don't tell yourself to put it away. Don't tell yourself to put on a happy face. Don't tell yourself to be anything but where you are in the moment. It's important that you stay present and stay in your feelings and stay with your feelings, because that's how you learn to move through them, to accept them, to bring them with you into the future. You don't want to lock them away. You want to let them be what they're going to be. And you got to keep them with you and be aware of them and just move with them, arm in arm. So, this is a song that my friend Kate wrote. Oh my gosh. Winslow is playing so loud that we can hear him all the way from the mortal world. He must be hungry. Oh, by the way, I'm doing internet now. If you want to find me on internet, go to internet and follow me there. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, because if birds can tweet, then why can't I? And I'm on Instagram. So if you want to find me on any of those places, you just type in Brambline Fae. But really, if you just search for Brambline, I'm basically the only one that comes up. So you can find me any of those ways. And it's a great way to support your technically a criminal fairy friend. And also, it's a great way to know when I'm going to be doing these streams. I plan to come to you live 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's what it's like in New York City in America. So, New York City time in the United States, no, because there's like more than one America, right? There's like a top America and a bottom America. I think that's the top America all the way to the right. Is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is when I'm going to go live on my Facebook as well as on Kate's Twitch and YouTube, because I can't make those work for some reason by myself. I have to go through Kate in order for it to reach you. I don't know what happened. I think it might be something on my end, but Kate's really patient with me about that kind of stuff, because we only really have magic here, not technology. And I'm basically like the most technologically savvy one here too. Honestly, I'm pretty sure if the queen knew that I was doing this, she'd be maybe upset, because like there are some rules about whether or not humans can see us, which I think is why the camera isn't picking up my wings. Like maybe there's something there. I'll have to do some more research. Do I post elfies on Instagram? You bet I do. If you look for hashtag elfie, it's basically just me and the Keebler elf. Which, like, honestly, the Keebler elf totally stole that from me anyway. So, like, I'm the one that counts. Tips are a form of clapping. My light is going out. It's getting darker now. I tried to save you all somehow, but I can't save myself. I used to be so bright, a star among the night, illuminating I'm alright, but I have lost my shine. I've been drinking poison far too long and deep, desperately barreling towards my eternal sleep. And I've always been there to look before you leap. So I need you to clap if you believe. I've been afraid to ask, but I am fading fast. And so now at long last, I'm reaching for your hand. I've been drinking poison far too sickly sweet, desperately trying not to give in to disease. And I've always been there to think before you speak. So I need you to clap if you believe. My light is going dim. They say power is within, and maybe there's no way to win this game I never wanted to play. You say that it's poison, well, it tastes like wine to me. I'm just celebrating my continued victory, successfully regretting all the truth I'm bound to bleed. So I need you to clap if you believe. I need you to clap if you believe. Clap if you believe, baby. Ways you can clap. By following me on the places. You can clap by sharing the stream. You can clap by liking the stream wherever you're watching. You can clap by commenting on the stream. You can clap by messaging me directly. Or also you can clap by... No, there we go. Tipping a fairy. tipafaerie.come. Money is by no means the most important thing, but it does help all of us creators do our art more comfortably. So if you want to keep me fighting your nightmares and banishing your bad dreams and boosting your self-esteem, please head over to the tip jar and tip a fairy. It's also, if you spell it wrong, it also goes the same place. So if you spell fairy the mortal way, this is how we spell it in the fairy world. If you spell fairy the mortal way, you get to the same place. And that's just a little tip jar place. It's a place where you can tip a fairy. Thank you to Cubby and Allison and how do I get to this part? Ooh, Kate didn't tell me how to do this part. Oh no. And Henry and Molly and Zion and Lyra. Thank you so much for contributing to the tip jar. It means a lot to me. Camille, I cannot fly right now, but it's not, is it Camille? Yeah, Camille. Is that how I say your name? Please tell me that's how I say your name. First of all, congrats for making it to 5. Second of all, my name is Brambline. I'm a fairy. Specifically, I'm a slumberjack, which is a fairy that fights off nightmares. And I cannot fly right now because technically I'm under mushroom house arrest for wearing the queen's crown without her permission. So I'm kind of stuck in my house for the next 6 months, but not because I'm a bad fairy, just because, I mean, I said it earlier, but like, sometimes I play concerts at the castle, and I thought that in order to create a concert that would be good enough for Queen Titania, that I should wear her crown to like get a feel of what she's like, what her day is like, what she's into. You know, I just wanted to curate and make a set list that was suitable for the queen, but apparently it's impersonating a queen, and that's wrong. Who's to say? But they thought so. So now I have to stay in my house. But I can fly. You can't see my wings right now. I think it's the camera. I am broadcasting to you live all the way from the fairy world. So it takes a lot, like the signal. We don't really have stuff like this here. Kate, my friend Kate, who helps me with human stuff, she sent this camera to me, and I guess like the HD, or maybe if it was 4K you'd be able to see them, but I do have wings. They're like, they look kind of like a monarch butterfly, but like iridescent, if that makes sense. And I can fly using them, just not right now because I'm technically in trouble. But I think it was a reasonable thing to do, and I think they're being ridiculous, to be honest. So, yeah, that's the answer to whether or not I can fly. I can fly, I just can't fly right now because I'm technically in trouble. But I can, in fact, physically fly. I choose not to most of the time, though, because heights kind of scare me. I know that's silly for someone who can fly, but like, I'm so small compared to like everything. And thank you, Camille. Of course, I'll tell you whatever you want to know about fairy stuff. Any questions you want to know, I'll answer them. And you can always feel free to like message me on my feel free to contact me through your mom through here, or your parent through here. And I will answer whatever questions you want to know. I'm happy to tell you. And I'm sorry that I'm stuck too, but I hear that you're stuck over there in the human world, so we can all be stuck together. Just not like physically stuck together, because you're like dimensions away from me. But I figured that today we could end our stream with a little ukulele lesson. How's that sound for you? You gonna got a choice. That's what's happening. Oh no. Yeah. I gotta go over here now. Oh, maybe here. Oof. Excuse me. Oh no, I'm out of juice. Bees. You took my juice, bees! There's this group of bees that are bullying me. They got me the wrong string for my guitar. And I put something in my juice, and now they took it. Come on. Bees. Ugh. They're so self-righteous about it. You have a ukulele too, Camille? Here, I'll teach you something. All right, so here I have 4 chords. They're in no specific order because, surprise, guess what we're doing today? I'll wait a little bit for you to guess. While you guess, I'm going to show you the chords that I have here. So these are read like this, from top to bottom. So this string here is this string, and then it goes down that way. So I'm going to be referring to these strings as 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they go across like this. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this is 1, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Today I'm going to teach you, or go over, depending on if you've learned from me before, the G, C, D, and E minor chords. So first, we're going to play the G, but you got to guess what we're doing today besides learning how to play ukulele. What are we going to do while we play ukulele today together? It's a special surprise. I did the thing just for you. It's going to be special. It's new. It's different. It's never been done before. What are we going to do? Can you guess? I'm here, I promise. Camera. Okay. So, to play G, we're going to go like this. We're going to take our first finger and put it on, these are the frets here. This is the fretboard. These are frets 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the first fret, this is the second fret, this is the third fret, and this is the fourth fret. And you can see that goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are what are called tabs or chord charts. So we're going to take our pointer finger, we're going to put it on the second string on the second fret. We're going to take our middle finger, put it on the second string on the second, or on the fourth string on the second fret. See, we're playing this one right here. So first finger on the second fret on the second string. Second finger, fourth string, second fret. And then we're going to take our ring finger, we're going to put it on the third string on the third fret, like this. And that is a G chord. So we have our pointer finger on the second string on the second fret. We have our middle finger on the fourth string on the second fret. We take our ring finger on the third string on the third fret, and that's a G. Now, to make the C chord, it's super easy. All you gotta do is move this finger right here down a string and then lift the other ones off. So back to G. Pointer finger, second fret, second string, middle finger, fourth string, second fret, ring finger, third string, third fret, G. We're gonna move super easy. It's so simple. We're gonna go to C. How do we do it? We lift off and we move up a string. And that's how you get to C. Now, E minor, we're going to do next. That's this one back here. And the reason we're going to do this next is because it's almost exactly like G. Well, it's like G. You'll see. So, you want to take your first finger, put it on the fourth string on the second fret. You want to take your middle finger, put it on the third string on the third fret, remember? All right, and then we're going to take our ring finger and put it on the fourth fret on the second string. So that's E minor. You can see that one right here. It's like It's like that. There we go. Yeah. I'll move down here so you can see it. So that's E minor. And go back to G. We're going to do C. How do we do C? We lift up. Boom. C. All we got to do is move that ring finger down a string. And now E minor it's kind of like G. We use our first finger, second fret, fourth string. This finger, third fret, third string. This finger, second string, fourth fret. That's an E minor. And now, D, you see it's all on the same fret. So all you gotta do is crowd all three of your fingers, 1, 2, 3, in the second fret, everywhere except the fourth string. So, G, C, D, and E minor. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Are you excited? Are you ready? Are you excited? Are you ready? Are you excited? Are you ready? Because you should be. Because we are about to write a song together. We're gonna write a song together. I am so excited. We are all together starting a ukulele band, and we are going to write a song right now. Right now? I'm hilarious. So, your first question, your first decision you have to make about the song we're going to write today is, do we want it to be hopeful or dramatic? We want a hopeful song, looking brightly into the future, or a dramatic song where we go deep into our big feelings and let it all out? So hopeful or dramatic? Let me know in the comments below whether you want to write a hopeful song or a dramatic song. Looks like we got one vote for dramatic. And 2 votes for hopeful. 3 votes for hopeful. 4 votes for hopeful. It looks like, another vote for dramatic. Another vote for hopeful. I feel like we're going to write a hopeful song together. So, these chords are already almost in the right order. Here's what we're going to play. We're going to play G. That's this chord. I'm going to play G. You remember how to do that? Point your finger on the second string, second fret. Middle finger on the fourth string, second fret. Ring finger on the third string, third string, third fret. G. Then we're going to play D. That's that third one right there. D, all you gotta do is crowd all 3 of these fingers on the top 3 strings on the second fret. So G and then D. Then we're gonna head over to E minor. How do we do that one again? Okay, so we're gonna go D. We're gonna lift all of our fingers up. We're gonna put our pointer finger down on the second fret on the fourth string. Our middle finger down on the third string on the third fret. And our ring finger down on the second string on the fourth fret. E minor. And then we're going to go to C. But to get to E minor from C, all we're going to do is lift up our pointer finger and our ring finger and move our middle finger down a string. So, E minor to C. So we're gonna go G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C. Those are the chords for our song. So, here's your next choice, okay? Your next choice is, what do you want to be when you grow up? I need your what job or type of person are you going to be when you grow up? Are you going to be a firefighter? Are you going to be a ballerina? Are you going to be an artist, an illustrator? Are you going to be a doctor or a teacher? What kind of thing do you want to be when you grow up? Molly, if you can't use your fingers that fast, that's okay. You can just go like this. G, D, E minor, C. And I'll play the middle parts. You can just go G, D, E minor, C. And then I'll play in between. So you just go at the beginning. D, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C. A zookeeper, a librarian, a writer. Let's say a ballerina and a couple of jobs. I understand that one because I'm a slumberjack, but also I play music, but also I make things, so I understand wanting to be a lot of things at once. A writer. I think a librarian is good because a librarian gets to teach you about all the different things, right? Librarians are like the keepers of knowledge. They have access to all these stories at any given time, and they direct people how to get to those stories. So let's say we're going to write a song about being a librarian. So we're librarians. What is your favorite thing about being a librarian? What is your favorite, absolutely most favorite part of your day as a librarian? What do you enjoy doing during your day in the library? So what's your favorite thing about being a librarian? Making up puns. That's a good one, Henry. What about you, Camille? Since you gave us the suggestion of librarian, what, checking out books before other people get to them, searching for books for people? It's like a treasure hunt, a book hunt. That's a good one, Sandra. Peace and quiet. These are all such good suggestions. Okay, so gotta do some figuring over here. Whilst I'm figuring, perhaps can head over to the tip jar while I do some figuring. Just a suggestion. Okay. All right, I think I've almost got it. The song that we wrote together. Are you ready to hear what I've got so far? I really wish I had some juice. Frickin' bees. They're so mean. Normally I wouldn't use such strong language. But they got me so frustrated. They took my juice. They messed with my string. But they can't mess with our song. One day I'm gonna be a librarian, then I won't be sad. As long as I get to hunt for books, things won't be so bad. When I'm in the peace and quiet, my life will be great. But thanks to my imagination, I can be a librarian today. Jathulu, I actually played it earlier. I played Annabelle as my first song of the day. All right, let's try it again. This is a song we wrote together. All right, G. One day I'm gonna be a librarian, and I won't be sad. Long as I can hunt for books, things won't be so bad. When I'm in the peace and quiet, my life will be great. But thanks to my imagination, I can be a librarian today. We wrote our song together. Well, I hope you like it. And please, if you get the chance, play it for me and take a video so I can see how your progress is doing with your ukulele lessons. Today we have gone over G, C, D, and E minor and used those chords together to write a song. These chords are actually one of the most common chord patterns in music. So that chord pattern, G, D, E minor, C, it is most of the songs that you hear on the mortal radio. So if you want to write your own song that could someday get on the radio, I highly suggest starting with those 4 chords as a way to begin your songwriting journey. So, I'm so glad that we spent this time together. I hope you had a good time today. I hope you had a good time today. If you did, please share this stream with your friends and family who would like to join us for next week. I'm going to be coming to you live from the Mushroom Kingdom every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which Kate has confirmed for me is the time that it is in New York City in the United States of America. So I don't know which one of the Americas that is, but I think it's the top one. In the top America, all the way to the right, that's what time it is. And that'll be the time that I'm broadcasting every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard, which, I'm sorry, I'm getting a text. That's 12 p.m. Pacific Standard, 9 a.m. Hawaii time? That can't. Oh, Hawaii is where the ukulele's from. I know Hawaii. And 9 p.m. in England. I know some fairies in England. Time is weird, Henry. Can I post the song on the internet with the words? Absolutely. And I will put the chords in the lyrics as well, like in between the lines of lyrics. So that way you know where to switch chords and you can send me your own version of our song, which we didn't name. What should we name our song? Librarian's Anthem or Imagination Library or what? It's 7 p.m. in Iceland and 8 p.m. in the United Kingdom. What is time? I thought fairies did time wrong because like sometimes our 1 hour can be like 200 years or something there. But that's crazy. Librarian Dream. That is the song that we wrote together today. I will post the lyrics and chords on my Facebook page. That's Facebook over here, which you can find at Brambline.com. Or you can follow me on all the other places, but also, I don't mean to keep harping on it, but if you could maybe deposit some of your human money into the tip jar, I would be appreciative. And I also think that it helps Kate bring me the camera and stuff. Like, I still have to technically pay her back for shipping it all the way into the fairy world, and she had to pay like a special wizard to get it here and stuff. So like, I'm gonna be paying that one off for a while. So if you would like to help me pay Kate for the shipping cost for the camera that she sent me, please head over to the tip jar right here, tipafaerie.com, or you can VENMO me. I think that's right. You can go on, I think it's an app on your phones, which I don't understand how phones can have apps. Human stuff is so confusing. Maybe I'll have to ask you a couple questions, Camille. But if you can put money in there, that would be cool. And if you can't put money in there, that's fine, because money's not everything. I appreciate your friendship just as much, and I'm so glad that you spent time with me. I hope you had a good time. I hope you learned something. Remember to use your power word if you ever feel like you're out of energy. Remember to always feel your big feelings, and be kind to yourself and be kind to the people around you. And don't wear other people's clothes without permission, because then you might go to prison. So with those important life lessons, I will leave you today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. Cubiando! How do I do this? Kate, how do I do it? Oh, I found it. Bye! Please like, and subscribe.
We can't guarantee it's worth it. You don't know if you don't try before we say goodbye. There is one more little thing to help us out, if you don't mind. To show us you really care, give this video a share. I know we are sad to watch you go. We'll see you in the comments down below. I like singing with you, Kate.
I like singing with you too.